Arnold called him a freak. Lee Haney said he was destroying the sport. The entire bodybuilding establishment wanted him gone. But Dorian Yates didn't just refuse to leave. He burned the whole thing down and rebuilt it in his own image. And what happened next changed bodybuilding forever. 1992, a dark basement gym in Birmingham, England. While California bodybuilders soak up sun and glamour, one man was forging something the world had never seen. Temple Gym, no celebrities, no cameras, no bullshit. Just iron, pain, and a philosophy that would shatter every rule. Lee Haney had just retired after 8 consecutive Mr. Olympia titles. The throne was empty, and Dorian Yates walked in like a wrecking ball. But 1992 was just the beginning. It was 1993 that detonated the sport. Yates stepped on the stage at over 250 pounds, but it wasn't just size, it was density. Muscle carved from granite. Striations so deep you could see individual fibers. Body fat so low, his face looked skeletal. Every vein, every cord, every fiber, visible under translucent skin. It was like watching anatomy come to life. People didn't know whether to applaud or look away. Some call it the greatest physique ever built. Others call it the death of aesthetic bodybuilding. And both were right. And Arnold Schwarzenegger, he was furious. The same Arnold, who been called too big in the 70s, was now accusing Yates of being excessively muscled. The irony was nuclear. Arnold didn't just criticize, he went to war. He created the Arnold Classic as a counter movement. Crowned Flex Wheeler and Kevin LeBron as champions, promoted a classic aesthetic. Wheeler became Arnold's chosen one, his great hope to destroy the British monster. Arnold publicly called Yates a shapeless block, a freak, a threat to everything bodybuilding stood for. But here's the thing Arnold missed. Yates wasn't trying to preserve bodybuilding, he was trying to evolve it. Lee Haney joined the attack. 8-time Mr. Olympia, 240 pounds himself, yet he accused Yates of being a mass monster, destroying proportion. The hypocrisy was staggering. Both Arnold and Haney saw the same thing, a threat to their legacy. If Yates succeeds, the era will become a footnote. So they fought back, publicly, aggressively, and desperately. But Yates had something they didn't expect. He didn't care. While they argued about aesthetics, Yates was in a basement in Birmingham training like a prisoner of war, preparing for battle. Yates didn't just have muscle, he had an unbreakable mind. Flex Wheeler, Arnold's golden boy, couldn't handle the psychological warfare. On stage, Wheeler would see Yates and mentally collapse multiple times. Because Yates didn't just show up with size, he showed up with presence and intimidation. The aura of someone who walked through fire and come out even harder. His training philosophy borrowed from Mike Menser's heavy-duty system. Short, brutal, absolute intensity. One set to complete muscular annihilation. No Hollywood glamour, no magazine poses between sets. Just war. The critics kept coming. Bloated abdomen, no symmetry, back and legs too big for his upper body. Body fat too low, it's unnatural. Every accusation was the same. You've gone too far. But Yates keep asking, too far for what? Frank Zane had a tiny waist and classic lines. Beautiful! But Yates wasn't trying to be sane. He was trying to be Dorian Yates. And that means pushing every physical boundary until it shattereth. Extreme definition, extreme size, extreme discipline. The man looks surgical on stage, while Arnold and Haney wrote op-eds and promoted their chosen one. Yates kept winning 6 consecutive Mr. Olympia titles from 1992 to 1997. Not close victories, dominations. He didn't just beat competitors, he psychologically dismantled them before they stepped on stage. And with every win, the sport changed. Suddenly, everyone needed to be bigger, leaner, and harder. The Mass Monster era wasn't a deviation. It was the new standard set by Yates. Yates didn't ask permission, he just redefined the whole game. Here's what people miss the most about Yates. He wasn't trying to destroy bodybuilding aesthetics. He was trying to push the human potential to its absolute limit. Arnold and Haney wanted to preserve the past. Yates was building the future. And that future was uncomfortable, extreme, uncompromising, just like the man himself. No California beaches, no movie sets, just a dark gym in Birmingham and a monk-like dedication to becoming something no one ever had seen before. Today, bodybuilding still lives in Yates' shadow. Every competitor who steps on stage at 20, 50 plus pounds shred, that's Yates' blueprint. Every athlete who trains with brutal intensity over volume, that's Yates' philosophy. Every physique that prioritizes density over flow, that's Yates' revolution. Arnold wanted bodybuilding to be art. Yates wanted it to be science pushed to the breaking point. Both were right. Both changed the sport forever. But only one of them had the courage to burn it all down first. So was Dorian Yates a freak? Absolutely. Was he a shapeless mass monster? In the eyes of those who fear change, yes. But Was he the man who took bodybuilding into uncharted territory and forced the whole world to redefine what the human body could become? Without a single question, Arnold built the golden era. Haney perfect mass with aesthetic, but Yates detonated the whole thing and made everyone pick a side. And decades later, we are still living in the world Dorian Yates created.